of course, the critics and some people that are afraid to sort of get into that idea of maybe it's too progressive or too diversified. Is there like some sort of peer pressure also, or any kind of cultural pressures here that you guys consider when you're in the retailing business for this time?
See, the interesting thing about human nature is we're all followers, aren't we? So, of course, trends truly impact your choice and your mindset, and you tend to follow, and you go with the flow. But again, I go back to my point. Brands, the purpose of a brand, regardless of what type of brand or design, is that it's supposed to inspire, period. That's why. It's an aspirational product, and it's an inspiration. So therefore, for me, when it comes to modest clothing, if they can inspire others, and they can influence others in a positive way, and they can showcase the beauty of our religion, and against all the challenges that we face, and by doing that, representing the innate values of what the religion and what like I said originally, the cultural element of what an abaya or that modest clothing represents, then we're doing the right job. If it's to gain, especially because it's very, very dangerous now with social media, and the power of that, and how that can within minutes really change that perception, which is why I insist on saying when it comes to modest clothing, as with any brand, you must stick to the actual core reasoning of what this represents, and then how you beautify it within the parameters and the boundaries to make sure that it stays within that true meaning is where your leeway is. When you become extreme and you start to go to trend, of course, that's why I'm saying there's a difference between trend or inspiration. When I work with Rabia, and she's so very much focused on the core reason, but then she inspires. She looks outwards to techniques and patterns and forms and shape, but always within that perimeter that makes it an inspirational product to have. And that's what I think should be the approach when it comes to that kind of design.
Great. Can we have